Welcome back everyone to Aqua. Hope everyone's staying warm. It is freezing down here this morning. I've just been outside and it clocked 0 degrees Celsius. Brr. This week we're going to be looking at fish food and what I feed my fish and the different sorts of foods that they enjoy, and trying to swap up their diet with different things. So let's get it. So we've got most of the foods that I use at the moment sitting in front of us. I thought what better place to do this than in the kitchen, considering we're talking about food anyway, albeit fish food. The first one I'll start with is Hikari's Algae sinking wafers. These have been brilliant for me with most of my algae eating, vegetable eating fish. My Siamese algae eaters love these things, and my coolie loaches as well. I can break these guys down a little bit. They sit at the bottom, they're happy to take them, albeit as hard as they are to see in this tank. They are nocturnal, and it is midday, so they're sort of hiding. But yeah, these algae wafers are great. Vegetable based wafers with seaweed and a few other things that are great for the dietary requirements. So here we got Aqua One's tropical fish flakes. These, or flakes in general, are very popular and are spread through pretty much everyone's fish rooms, no doubt. These guys contain fish meal, flour, yeast, krill meal, fish oils. I've been using these with my fry as well. I grind them down really small, and the guys have been taking to them pretty well. So also pretty much every fish in my fish room will have a go at these. Apart from Phil the flower horn, it's probably a bit small for him. He'd still take interest. But yeah, great to have in a fish room and really good to have side by side just to change up the diet. Next we've got the micro pellets from Pisces. These are great for your smaller fish. My fry were a little small to start with, but have now gone to these as well, and they're loving them. You can grind them down as well to make a smaller powder if need be. My ember tetras love this. Coolie loaches and barbs will take to this. The colour enhancing contains fish meal, soy meal, yeast, wheat, fish oil, natural antioxidants, probiotics, multivitamins. Great for your fish and awesome to have. Next we have the New Life tropical fish pellets from Spectrum. These are awesome as well. Great to change up the diet. The fish love them. My coolie loaches also love these things. They'll come out at night and clean up whatever it wasn't eaten. This one contains krill, giant squid, whole wheat flour, ultra seaweed, kelp, garlic, ginger. There's a lot in there. I'd suggest look it up if you want to see the whole lot of what's involved with it. They're 1 mil to 1.5 millimeters, so pretty wide range of fish that'll take to these. Very handy. They float to start with. Well, I've found in my tanks that they float to start with and then do sink. So it's overall awesome to have the pellets. Great change up with diet as well. Then we go on to the bigger stuff. So I got the Aqua One floating pellets. These originally I started with Phil the flower horn when he was smaller. He's since gone to bigger pellets now. My discus, we'll have a look at these. They're not 100% keen on them, but sometimes they will. I try them every now and then on them. See what happens. My black ghost knife as well. will sometimes have a look, but I try not to use them with him, as most of the fish in his tank feed at the top, and I don't want him near those guys at feeding time. I'll go into that in a little bit. Aqua One, pellets, guaranteed analysis, proteins, a minimum 35%, fat minimum 5, fibre max of 5%, moisture max of 10, and ash max 13%. Contains fish meal, krill, soybean meal, wheat flour, yeast powder, yeast jams, fish oil, lectin, spirulina, vitamins, minerals, and colorants. Pretty awesome. Always handy to have. I keep these on at all times. The next one I'll go into is the sinking Cichlid Gold sinking pellets from Hikari. These are the mini ones. Pretty awesome. 3 to 3.4 mil. Now, as I was saying with the ghost knife, as I've got discus in that tank as well, and Congo tetras, I use these mainly for my ghost. These sink and will sink to the bottom. He comes out, I feed this first, as he'll come out, find his food, and nail these, and that's when I'll turn to the discus and tetra food for the other guys, and the algae wafers for my Siamese algae eaters in that tank. It just keeps him occupied and away from the other guys, so we don't have a mistaken identity. Awesome food. Pretty much contains majority of what's in the Aqua One. It's not much of a muchness, but another great food from Hikari, and thoroughly enjoy it. And the last of the dry foods that I use is the Cichlid Gold enhancing large pellets. These guys float 7.8 to 8.2 mil. Give you one guess to who gets these ones. This is for the flower horn. They're a large pellet. He's getting big. He eats these pretty easy. These are colour enhancing too, which is meant to bring out the colours in him. My flower horn's a lower grade flower horn, but we love him to pieces, and he loves this food, so why not? Ingredients: fish meal, flour, flake corn, bruised diet yeast, corn, gluten meal, wheat starch, rice bran, spirulina, garlic, D-L-methane, chlorine chloride, vitamin E, and a lot of other things. If you're interested in this one, I believe they come in baby pellets, mini pellets, medium and large, so there is a variety there. Go down to your local fish stores, and no doubt they'll have the Hikari range in there. Very popular, easy to get, so have a look at that one. Awesome diet for your fish. And the last one I'll talk about is frozen foods. I'm a big fan of frozen foods. I get these ones from my local fish store. They're just this one here is a discus mix. I don't have any others. You can get frozen brine shrimp. You can get frozen beef heart, things like that. I'm not big on beef heart, but each to their own. And there's a few others I think that you can get in the frozen section. Definitely have a look. These contain brine shrimp, krill, seaweed and squid. My discus love these things. It's their main meal. My Congos also eat it. I can put pretty much the frozen food through most tanks and break it down for them, and most fish just go for gold. Awesome, love it to pieces. And I've actually been in talks with some amazing people in the Oz discus community who have actually sent me recipes for making your own frozen food, so I'm pretty amped to start that, and we'll see how that goes. All going well, I'll make another video down the track on how I did it and what recipe I sort of used. Thanks to those guys for helping me out and sending me all that info, so that'll be much appreciated and fun to do. So I said hang around till the end. Here we are. Talk about the 150 quickly. I've decided to go with the biotope setup. I've looked into a few things what we can do with that. Definitely going to go down the Apistogramma track. Probably be species only, but biotope. So there you go. We'll look into that a bit further down the track, maybe a week or so, looking at supplies and how we can come to scape this tank out. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the rundown on what I feed my fish. I hope everyone in the southern hemisphere is staying nice and warm, staying toasty, because it is starting to get really cold. To all my northern hemisphere viewers, super jealous. Enjoy the beach, thongs, shorts, singlets, all that fun stuff. I'm already counting down the months till I can go with that again. Do all that fun stuff, like, subscribe, give it the thumbs up. Really supports me, as you know. Look forward to seeing you again in the next one, guys. See ya.